Welcome to another episode of Cantina Chronicles. I'm Grant.
And I'm
Adam.
Clamp on your cybernetic implants or hunker down in the Jedi archives because we are doing Star Wars Jeopardy on this episode.
Who doesn't love
Big
a good
night
Jeopardy
tonight,
game?
guys.
I
cannot wait. This is kind of a tester for our Jeopardy. This is our first sort of Jeopardy. I think trivia, anyone can do trivia. Let's try to, spice this up. And I cannot wait to play with you guys.
Yeah, and everyone playing along at home too.
Yeah,
maybe we'll get some answers through the YouTubes as we're doing this live. But yeah, should be fun, man. I can't wait. I know you like a hard trivia, Grant. Like you go double black diamond.
Dude, I was almost going to call this like deep cut Star Wars trivia. Like I was like, this is going to be not just the films. This isn't your standard Star Wars trivia. This is everything. Because I know you guys ingest all the content. So I think it's important to sort of grab questions that are obscure and sort of venture out to the far reaches or outer rim of the galaxy and sort of, pluck interesting little factoids and see if you guys can meet the challenge. So super excited.
All right, man. Well, I'm ready to party.
All right. Do it.
And before we do that, though, I just want to cheers you guys. This is going to be a fun night.
Are we going to use the ancient Chandrillan cheers of Sagrona?
Yeah, Sagrona Tima.
Sagrona Tima. Good to see you guys.
All right.
And everyone at home, thanks for listening.
To get started here, unlike traditional trivia, we don't have three contestants. We only have two. And we're simply going to alternate or actually choose one person to pick the first category. And by doing that, we will roll a chance cube. You can see this.
Ooh, look at that fancy
thing. But, so the person who will pick the category first is going to have to choose either red or blue. I guess we'll just assign this objectively. Ben, do you want to be? What would you like to be?
Blue for Ben.
Blue.
Yeah, Ben should be blue.
Red for Adam. Yeah. Here we go. It is blue.
Woohoo!
Wow. All right. Okay. So Ben, you will pick the category first. So for rules of Jeopardy, I know we all watch. Adam is probably the most diligent sort of viewer, but for this, Ben will pick the first category. Upon picking the category, you will. The question will be read, and you will then either buzz in or not buzz in to forego answering the question. Are we going to do it in a way where the person who picks the category then has to answer? How do you guys feel about that?
I don't think so. I think if we're doing True Jeopardy, it could be no answer. You could just go.
Anyone can forego.
Yeah.
Right. Do I pick the monetary value as well, or do we just go straight down? All right.
Yes, okay. You'll pick the credits, and
all right,
we'll do it that way. We sadly can't project our Jeopardy board, but you will be seeing the answers come up from Adam and Ben throughout the game. So that'll be exciting. And I will be keeping score over here with multiple calculators open, and we will work on sort of projecting that and getting that into our OBS setup in the future. But right now, this is just like our first sort of test of it, and I just can't wait.
We got Skype share screen to
Yeah,
work
no.
for us, and that is a major.
Yeah, we
achievement.
deserve a medal for that, and Grant deserves a medal for creating this game. He's a master gamesmith, and I'm grateful for you.
I put this together in about 15 minutes, guys. It was 45
All right.
minutes.
Well, it looks beautiful.
I had a few questions sitting in my phone, and I was just like, you know what? These are all great trivia questions. So hopefully, I can just phrase these in the right way, and it will appear like Jeopardy. We don't have double Jeopardy. We don't have final Jeopardy. We should mention that up top. This would just be from the points that are on the board, and there will be a winner at the end.
Yeah.
And hopefully we don't end up in the negatives.
And I assume no daily doubles.
No daily doubles either. That would be
okay. Sorry, just checking. I'm just checking for strategy
Uh-huh.
reasons. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can see the board. Here are our categories.
Dude,
look at that.
Full.
The Force.
Oh my gosh.
Factions, technology, art and history, behind the scenes.
Okay, I need to take this in, but I just want to say for the people at home that can't see this, it is a legit board, like a Jeopardy board.
Yeah, it's a legit Jeopardy board.
200, 400, 600, 800. Yeah. Okay. The Galaxy, the Force,
factions. Credits, guys. I'll put the credit symbol in next time, but as you can see, there are credits. So this is all.
No, there's nothing I'd love more than a cease and desist.
Public Dactaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Republic Dactaries. I want to be paid in Aqualish. I forget what they're called now. Flan.
Flan.
All right, 200 points for Adam.
Flan. Yeah.
Just kidding.
What are you doing?
What? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I get to pick first.
You were
just free trivia. Sorry, I cut you off, Grant, because I was so excited by your graphic.
No, yeah. So these are the Galaxy, the Force, factions, technology, art, and history behind the scenes.
Okay, and so I guess I go first. So I should probably go to score points, but curiosity makes me want to see art and history for 200, Grant.
During the reign of the Empire, Sabine Wren would most commonly vandalize imperial structures with graffiti of this image.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, that's Ben. Yeah, Ben.
All right, so I have to write this down and show it. Is that what's up?
I think you could just say it because we're not doing. We're.
You can say it even if you want.
Yeah, because we're not. Yeah.
Or write it down. I like writing it down personally.
All right, I'm writing it down. Yeah. Okay, so there it is. Can you guys?
Yeah. Starboard.
Okay. Yeah. My answer is starboard.
Yeah, I will accept that.
What did you like for it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It is the Phoenix Squadron, the Phoenix of the Phoenix Squadron logo.
Yeah, and I was thinking starboard.
But I'll take starboard as another.
I think it's technically called
this.
I think it's been named that once.
Okay.
That's the image.
Yes, I think that's correct.
Oh, but Phoenix for Phoenix Squadron. Yeah.
We gotta. I think because if you're not gonna give them that, I'm not gonna get.
So I will just keep track.
Okay.
Okay, so I get to go again.
So you get to go. You get to pick again. Yeah.
Well, let's let it roll. Art and history for 400.
This Twi'lek heirloom is passed from parent to child over generations.
Oh, sorry. I gotta get this closer to the microphone so you can. Is that there?
I'm just dialing up numbers over here.
Okay,
so this is great.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get the spelling wrong, but
yeah, that's
it's
fine.
Kukuri.
Yeah. That's the spelling is incredibly wrong, but I know what I'm going for, and so sure.
Is that right,
yeah.
Kukuri?
Yeah, it's not. It's well, Adam, are you gonna buzz in?
No. No, I'm not gonna buzz in.
Sorry, one more time, Grant.
And it's Kalikora.
What did I get the pronunciation right though, or what is it?
You did Kukuri, which is I'll take that. I'll take that.
It is. I will give it. I will. Yeah, that is so.
We're
close.
gonna be leaving it. Well, it's like it's pretty close.
That's my only hope. Is it?
Can you say the real one again for me?
Not going.
Oh, Kalikori. Wow. Okay, that was very lenient.
Yeah.
But thank you.
It was like you almost wrote Kukuri.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna in my head. I'm like Kukuri, and Well, thank you for your leniency.
That's fine. Okay, you can keep going.
All
You're
right.
at 600.
Yeah, let's go art and history for 600. I'm feeling strong here.
Yay.
This group of contentious philosophers acted as lawmakers in the early days of the Galactic Republic.
See, this is the kind of like the caliber question that I knew I was going to get from you, Grant.
600. By the way, there's like two tougher questions
in this one.
On this one.
In the early days of the Galactic Republic, so like thousands of years before.
Yeah.
Lawmakers.
I got nothing.
And the thing is, I know this, but I got nothing.
All of these, I'm gonna just be like, yeah, that's.
Sorry,
that's
I got nothing.
What I would have
said.
Buddy. What do you got for us, Grant? I got nothing.
Oh, this is the four sages.
Oh,
the
Duarte.
The Duarte.
I didn't know that's what they did.
On. I forgot. I didn't know what they did either. All right, now I know.
Okay. Like, I guess it goes to Adam now. Does it roll over to Adam?
It would.
No, it would.
Normally,
no one
it would
answered.
Stay with me.
It would stay. It would stay
well,
with Ben.
I closed my eyes. I didn't see it. All right.
I didn't see anything. I saw something.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's. Oh, but they don't get crossed out. So I'm just going to keep going for the simplicity of it. Because if I start jumping around too much, we won't know what we've asked. That's one thing here. But so whatever. I'm going to go 800. Grant.
This minister was the leading scholar on ancient and vanished cultures in the Empire.
In the Empire. In the Empire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk through this because this is a podcast still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
the minister. Oh man.
This minister, leading scholar,
vanished. Oh man, this is going to be like a. I was thinking about like
ancient vanished cultures.
The emperor's like inner circle, but it's not that. It's like this is like from like Afra or something.
Afra. Is it an Afra question? Because I was thinking Afra as well. No, is it?
It's a Rebels question.
It's a Rebels question. Now I really don't know. And I have no idea because my original guess is that person does not show up in Rebels. So
sorry, got nothing for you, buddy.
It's a Rebels question. Yeah. What do you got?
All right, this is Minister Varys Hayden.
Old Varys Hayden.
Like
so he was in Rebels.
I think was it Malcolm McDowell or Terrence Howard who voiced him? I forget, but he's in Rebels. He is the leading mortisologist for the Empire.
All right.
And
that guy in the black suit.
Yeah, that guy.
The art,
yeah. That is Malcolm McDowell, I think. Yeah, I think it is McDowell.
Of course, that actually makes a ton of sense. All right. Okay. Let's go 1,000. Let's just clear out this thing here.
Get it done with.
This Dark Lord of the Sith designed kyber weaponry on Malachor nearly 4,000 years before the Death Star.
So I'm always a little shaky on.
This is 4,000 credits.
Yeah,
this would set me in the negatives. I think I'm not. I got it just for the thing. I just wanted.
Yeah, I know. I was just going through all the Darths in my head, and I'm like,
I'm about 50% on this one, and that's just not enough to like. Adam's gonna win because I'm gonna keep answering everything and just like burying myself.
That's kind of my strategy at this point.
Playing it safe is cool, though. I like that. Is
it cool? Yeah, that's what cool people are known for. Cool people are known for playing it safe. You know,
like the Fonz.
What a rebel! He played it cool.
Like, you know what? I'm not going to jump that
plays
shark.
It cool.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. A person opting not to race in the streets by playing it safe.
All right. What did? Let me just.
Yeah, I'm gonna get annoyed.
Let me just think of the name.
Do you guys want a false answer? Do you guys want to just try and answer before I give it, and just not for points?
Oh, you know what? Fine, Adam, I'll buzz in. Darth Nihilus
on the 1,000 categories.
Yeah.
You guys are allowed
to
answer.
That's what I was just gonna go with. That was my guess.
So go for it.
I was gonna guess Darth Nihilus.
I was gonna be Tyon.
Okay.
I don't think he's. No, this is Darth Tanis.
Tanis. Oh.
of
Darth
It's definitely up there on my guesses.
And I believe, is that the voice in the temple we hear in Rebels? I wonder.
Oh, maybe. I was going Nihilus because I figured Annihilation, Nihilus. Like I was like, they're always so on the nosy named, but not so much.
All right, let's go with the Force for 200, please.
All right.
The Force for 200. A pyramidal trinket used as a space compass by the ancient Sith.
What is a Sith Wayfinder? Do I have to write down? Can I just say?
Yes.
Can I not write? Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so Ben doesn't get it then?
That's right. I get the point, and I get to pick.
All right.
I have all the power now.
Let's go. Yes.
You know what? Let's go over to Grant. Are you keeping track of what we're picking?
Yeah, I'm never gonna let you guys pick the same thing.
Because I'm gonna do. I like to play around with the board. I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna go over with behind the scenes for 600, please, or 600 credits.
Wow.
Okay. This was the name for Tatooine in the earliest drafts of Star Wars. Come on. 600. I'm telling you, our questions
These are great. Oh,
a little intense.
It's just frustrating because I know I'm gonna know it when I know it, and I don't know it.
I guess I don't know it then.
No, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna pull it.
Could have been for guess, but I just thought this was fine.
What is it?
Oh, so you guys are both not gonna go.
Utapau
was
that's
right. I was gonna say Kashyyyk because I knew
it was
Ewoks were gonna be Wookiees.
And
he changed it at the last minute.
I knew it was a planet. I knew it was I knew it was a prequel planet, and I could not remember which one it was. And it totally makes sense. All right, let's do.
Sorry,
all right. How do we want to touch the galaxy because Grant loves his obscure maps. So no, thank
you.
In
the western reaches, in Moff Kerpuffle's thing. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
What is he?
I'm gonna go with factions and pre-guess the droid gotcha. All right, let's do factions for. I'm gonna stick with 600. Factions for 600.
All right.
This criminal organization rules a sizable patch of space in the Outer Rim.
Oh man, I mean, all right, yep.
Who is it? Who just did you? Who is the ring?
That's
sound?
Ben. If you hear,
that's me.
Ben has So Ben, the musician, has the melodic sound. My sound is so that's easy.
I think I heard first, and then
it was I was not.
That was triangle.
I wasn't buzzing in. I was expressing frustration that I couldn't think of what it was. So Ben got it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna go with the Hutts.
Right. Yeah.
I'll take it. Hutt Cartel.
Yeah.
Hutt Cartel. I mean, yeah. Hutt Space.
Yeah, I'll take.
Yep.
Yep. The Hutts. It's fine.
Oh,
yeah, it's Hutt Space.
You got me worried there, Adam. I was like, wait, what? Am I missing something?
No, I kind of did the same thing. I was thinking of the reason I made that noise is because I started going through all the 5 families and thinking well, is black? And I'm like, oh no, it's the Hutts. And by the time I got to it, you'd already rung in. So it's just
some of these are just
that's kind of what threw me. But
so there'll be really hard nuggets. I think in the thousands and hundreds. But I really think the 600.
That's a good Jeopardy board.
Wow.
Yeah, I often accuse when I'm watching Jeopardy the contestants of overthinking a $200 question.
Insane.
And I overthought a $600 question. That was on me. All right.
Yep. Yeah. I think that's the line, right? That's where it starts to get.
I love this. Even though I'm not good.
All right, Ben.
Okay. I want to dip my toe in the galaxy. I want to see what that's about, Grant. So 200, baby.
This Outer Rim planetoid was the birthplace of Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa.
Oh my God. That's a tough 200 one.
We saw this in the theater. What is the name of that station?
I've just
Can I get bonus points for making the sound that the robot au pair makes during the birthing scene?
No, but do it anyways.
No, I won't accept that.
All right. No, you're not getting it then.
This is important.
I know. I
get it.
All I have is the Bespin gas giant in between my ears right now. I've just got nothing in there.
I'm like, I can picture the entire scene. I can picture the entire thing. But no, what's the name of this? Oh.
Wow, the 200 Polis
Masa.
Yeah. Polis Masa.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it Ben stuff?
Oh yeah.
Let's go for factions for 600.
We did
that.
I chose.
Oh.
That was the. I know. Rub it in again. That was the Huts.
Oh, my bad. Okay, let's go. Let's go faction 800 then.
These followers of the dark side helped resurrect Emperor Palpatine on the Sith throne world of Exegol.
Oh, Adam.
Here, is that you didn't know? Or
No, that was I know, and then I blanked.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, go for it.
I really want to swear real bad. I just. Oh my god, why did I brain fart this? Yeah, that's like way over time.
I feel like that guy in Breaking Bad when he's just like.
I heard your first. I heard your beep noise first.
Are you Googling right now, Adam? It looks like you're Googling.
I was writing down that I now have negative 600 points.
Oh, you're keeping track?
Yes,
I'm not keeping track.
I am also.
I want to be surprised.
You have 1,200, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Can I answer now? Do you really not know, Adam? Come on.
Yes.
No, it literally fell out of my brain. Okay, I did have a double plus Manhattan.
I mean, it's in the question. Like Sith Eternal?
Squiggly.
Sith Eternal.
You lose points.
What?
Yeah.
Sith
you said
Eternal.
What'd you say?
Sith Eternal.
What do you have?
What?
Yeah, I'll take.
Yeah, that's what.
I'll take.
What do you have though?
I'll take that because I was going to do the Acolytes of the Sith Eternal or the Acolytes of the Beyond.
Oh, Acolytes of the Beyond.
So I will. What happened in my brain is I knew Acolytes were in there somewhere. I knew Sith was in there somewhere, and then I knew there was another word, and I just couldn't put it all together. But I would, So I'd give.
Sorry, it's not a sexy answer that I gave. That is a much. The Acolytes of the Sith.
Oh,
yeah. Wait, what did you? Sith Eternal of the Beyond.
2,000 to minus 600. Ben, it's your board.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go factions for 1,000. This is fun.
It was fun.
This death-worshipping cult remained on Jeddah after the destruction.
All right. Hold on. Point of order. I'll give it to Ben anyway. Jeopardy rules is you can't buzz it until after the question is finished being read.
I knew you were gonna just Jeopardy.
No, but here's the thing. We did not discuss that. I will give it to Ben. Go ahead.
Thank you. That's very fair of you, Adam.
No.
I knew it was going to come into play that you knew it much better than me, and I'm just like, but that was for comedy too.
Yes, Ben would have beaten me to it regardless.
Yes,
if he was following. So go for it.
This is my favorite faction, and I'm just so glad that it made it.
That's the other reason is I can't take it from Ben.
Oh my gosh, I just love it. No,
can we get every?
I have no desire to cosplay ever, except as the cult of the Central Isopter.
Yep, well done.
You fit. Bing, bing, you got it.
Oh. Yeah, and the fact that they fleshed them out in the comic made them better. It's like usually the comics are like, oh, that was fun, but like, like the fact that the comic gave them their whole background, and it was just the coolest back. They just like
but they haven't fleshed them out too much.
The abyss stares back at you. You stare into the abyss.
They haven't given them more too much, right? Other than they're just obsessed with disaster.
Yeah, they love apocalypse porn. They just go to a world that's about to die and just take it in.
So I believe we burned all of factions, maybe except 400.
I think 400 and 200. I don't think we did.
Yeah, I don't think we did 200 either.
I think those two.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's do something different though, eh? Let's go technology for 400.
This is your category. Darth Vader's armor is made of this metallic alloy.
Honestly, I don't think I know this.
I know. I learned this listening to Rebels Recon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not plastoid, and it's he had his initial armor which was trash,
right?
And then it got immediately vaporized, and then he built his own armor.
Yeah. And it's not Kyber, right? It's
yeah, that's funny. That popped in my Kyberite popped into my head too, but
Yeah, but I'm like, it's not that because he has that before the whole Kyberite thing.
Yeah.
He has his armor.
I'm trying to think of like medals that I know of from like.
It's pretty cool because once you know this fact, it's a pretty sweet fact.
I mean, whatever it is not. Whatever it is can be destroyed by a lightsaber, which is bad design.
Yeah. Right, like, and he and Thrawn like were working on that metal that like could deflect lightsabers, right? What was that stuff called?
Yeah.
Cortosis?
Cortosis,
was it Cortosis, or is, that's Halo, right?
No, it's also maybe it's both now. It's
Cortosis alloy, I believe.
Yeah, it's from the
Cartosis. I think it has to be Cartosis.
From the Thrawn. It might be, yeah.
Yeah, Cortosis. Yeah, recanonization of Cortosis.
I believe that's true. Yeah. And there's vibranium, not vibranium. That's Black Panther. But there's vibro swords. Yeah, but deflect.
They actually vibrate.
But wouldn't that be amazing if his armor just constantly vibrated? and his voice is like Luke is like.
There's flimsoplast. Polyplastoid. Transparasteel, plastoid, permacrete, cortosis, So there's lots of
stuff. I mean, I was gonna.
But this is something
plastoid is like the generic stuff, but
this is something that's actually everywhere in the Star Wars galaxy. It's just like, oh, of course.
I mean, I don't.
That's the
well, all right.
Parasteel? No, what's it called? What is it called?
Oh God!
Wait, you should ring it. Who did that? Wait! I heard a ding and then a ring.
That was me.
I heard
a
ding for
yeah. If you hear a ring, it's me.
Ben, go.
Yeah.
I know.
It's Durasteel.
There you go.
Correct. Sorry, Adam. You gave me the idea. I was like, oh, and also Grant, you perked up. It's steel.
Adam said like something steel.
I said
I should have given it. Let you take a shot.
But no, I wouldn't have gotten Durasteel, so I would have lost 400 points. So.
But how cool is that? That his armor is made of Durasteel. That is.
Yeah.
I mean.
It makes so much sense.
It's not steel, it's Durasteel. It's like
Stormtrooper armor is made of
steel
plastoid.
Steel is not known for being durable.
Yeah, this is like really durable steel.
Sorry. Now I'm so angry about this. I'm now like taking apart Star Wars.
Well, you did get the answer essentially.
No, not really. I
was like, I think Adam said it aloud.
I think I said a type of steel that's in Star Trek, so I should lose points for that.
Okay.
I agree.
You said,
so that was 600, right?
Yeah.
4.
Oh, it's 4.
You're at 3,400.
Yeah, that's what I got too. 34.
Okay. Let's get.
We're getting close to it being mathematically impossible for me to catch up. Just so you all know.
I know. Let's go technology for 200.
I love this though. I'm still having fun.
A method to store volatile substances like Tabana gas and coaxium fuel in a stasis-like hibernation.
I'm trying real hard not to swear.
You're digging in, Adam.
No, it is
take all the time you need.
Now I'm getting like pity. Like, yeah, take the next half an hour. Kyber. No, frozen and carbonite. Yeah. Carbonite freezing.
Yes, nice. I'll take that. Yes, plus 200.
Now I only have negative 400.
Freezing. I'll take carbon
Adam.
freezing.
Pick it up.
All right. Go for it.
The pity is worse.
I didn't.
No, because you were basically getting to the carbon.
I literally was like, it's in The Mandalorian. I'm like, it's the thing that we watched in the theater two weeks ago. All right. So what do we got left? So technology is gone, right? Art and history is gone.
Technology has some
technology.
left,
I think we still have like 800 and 1,000.
Yeah, I'm not messing around with 800 and 1,000. Factions, we still have 2 and is factions done, or do we still have 2 and 4 on factions?
I think we have 2 in factions, maybe.
Why don't we do that then? We clear out factions.
This private security firm was based on Morlana 1 during the Imperial era.
I'm just gonna stretch here for a second. Oh God, Adam, you got this one or?
No, just stop it. Just dig in if you know it.
I mean, I just watched Andor. This is so unfair.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. I'm not
This is a pre-more security.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Wait, is it?
Yeah, there's 3 answers for this, and I think that's one of them. It's Preox Morlana security. There's one very long version of theirs, and then there's Premor, because I think Premor Morlana is actually the plan.
Oh yeah, I didn't get Preox. You should dock me
Pre-ox.
200 points. That's not right.
Yeah, that only means I'm only 2,800 points away.
I don't know. I
up,
mean,
so.
that's What's the ox from? You're right. It's like pre-ox, but I always thought
it's pre-ox Morlana. Yeah, that's like the security firm is called. Like that thing.
All right.
But you said pre-more Morlana. I think that's almost like the planet.
More I think is Morlana, and like pre is like a different planet, and they cover like a mini sector. And there's probably I said pre-more security.
Pre-more.
You're being very generous,
judges.
I was looking for pre-ox Morlana.
This is like in Jeopardy when Ken is clearly
they called it
listening in his earpiece to see wait for the judges to rule.
Right.
The technical producer and technical director are in my ear right now.
I thought I remember in the show that I just watched that they called
literally just
watched that they called them like pre-more.
Yes. Okay. The pre-more authority.
Pre-more
is the one answer.
Okay. There you go. I would give them that.
But they're also the consolidated holdings of Pre-Ox Morlana Corporation, Pre-more Authority, or Pre-Ox Morlana.
How do you spell ox? Is it like OX or AUX?
It's PREOX.
Oh, Pre-Ox.
As like, yeah.
That's a cool
Pre-Ox,
thing.
yeah.
That's probably probably their like business title. Like that's probably their actual title.
Yeah. So I will let me add those points to your board. That's plus 200. You are at 3,600. Right. Your board.
So factions is clear now. Art and history is clear.
Completely clear.
I'm staying away from BTS.
Wait, I think factions. Did we do factions 1,000? Yeah, we did. You won that. Yeah, that was a huge win for you. Yep. Okay.
Why don't we go for the Force for 200?
We did this.
Right. That's the one I got right.
Okay, let's go for the Force for 400.
Qui-Gon Jinn was able to transcend death after receiving special training from this mysterious group.
Oh, we're like 6th season of Clone Wars in this one, right? That is not a blind spot, but definitely not a well-known spot for me.
I like that this is a little deeper cut. This is a little bit like if you ingest a lot of Star Wars, you're gonna get a lot.
I don't know this. It's not the Mortis gods, but they it's something else.
Yep. What is it, Grant?
The Force Priestesses. I'll take
the Force Priestesses. All right.
Okay.
All right.
That's like an underexplored thing.
Yeah. We need more of that.
Yeah, like to expand out the like afterlife is a wild thing to do, and Filoni's clearly not afraid to do it. But it's like, okay, it just makes the galaxy bigger and it obscures the Force more. Like, great, let's do that. It's like bring in the Wills while you're at it. They all think they're controlling the Force, but like, who is? Like, I don't know.
Right.
All right, cool. So really striking out on the Force, but I'm tempted to know what the Force for 600 is.
These trees are of importance to the Jedi and known to be Force sensitive.
See, the problem with trivia is I'm a visual learner. So like I picture the tree. I can see the tree being given.
Oh, really? I can't picture the tree.
Isn't the tree given to Poe Dameron's parents in
I almost want to give you
shattered
points right now.
Like Shattered Empire.
Is that worth
Dude, are you kidding? Are you doing a pull from that one Poe Dameron book?
Yeah, the comic.
Oh,
no,
the comic.
It's the comic. It's Shattered Empire.
It's a comic pull, but it's like I've seen it.
It is other places as well.
It's now
I always think about it because it's so weird. It was weird to me at that point how much like Poe Dameron's parents like factored. This is all before they're now a big part of the Star Wars main run comic. But like back then, I was just like, really, Poe Dameron's parents got like the Force tree.
Gosh, I have no memory of this.
Shit, I don't know. Nope.
Okay, this is the Uneti tree.
Yeah, I was not going to pull that, but I could totally picture them getting the tree.
That was 600 in the fourth. We didn't get 400. 600.
No, but I got 200.
I'm like, these thousands.
Yeah. Well, the Force is a good category because it's Sith, Jedi, and just deep mysteries of the Force, which I was like, this is everything. Let's go.
But I'm like, that means that Yeah, we've already struck out on the easy one, so it's like, all right.
My new goal is just not to be negative.
What do we have left
to get back to
what
zero.
do we have left in the galaxy?
I think you have 600, 800,
all right, let's
1,000
go
left.
Galaxy 600.
Dr. Aphra's alma mater is located on this planet.
Come on, Adam. You must know this.
Nope.
No?
I'm sure it's there somewhere. See, what you all don't realize is I just know I know a little bit about a lot, but not a lot about anything in particular.
Yeah.
I'm a good general knowledge dude.
I feel like most trivia for Star Wars is the films.
Yeah.
And then this is everything. And so it's a little
absolutely frustrating. It's like, I love Dr. Aphra. I've read every issue of Dr. Aphra at least twice.
Yeah.
I know.
I almost did Dr. Aphra's Homeworld because I forgot it and I wanted to remember it. And I was like, I should put this in the Jeopardy.
No, this is harder.
Like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
Yeah, and it's funny. Like my comic recall is like nil because like I wait till they're all out. I binge them right before the show. I talk to you guys about them, and then it's essentially gone. You know.
I also read every other Marvel publication every month, so
every
week. So.
I think Dr. Aphra should come back in a big way, so I wanted to.
I appreciate it. I always love Dr. Aphra representation. One of my favorite Star Wars characters. But no, I'm not going to get it. What is it? Sephi Alpha? I don't know.
It's Barleth.
No, there's no way. I mean, totally, but
Barleth.
That's never come into my brain.
All right. Bing bang.
My brain is very smooth at this point.
Four world.
All the wrinkles are smoothed out.
What do we have? Our factions is gone. Art and history is gone. Right? Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Galaxy 800?
This planet served as the capital of the Confederacy of Independent Systems during the Clone Wars.
Huh. All right.
Oh, I hear a
I'm
ding.
going to go Serrano.
Minus 800. Okay, you're 2,800. Adam, do you want to?
Again, my goal is to get to 0 or better at this point, and since I'm not 100%, there's no way in hell I'm ringing in unless I know for absolute certain.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to happen, Adam. I think you got to have to take some big swings here. Listen, I'm going to respect you no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. But
I think it's more entertaining if we actually try to answer the questions.
I'm just sending this to Adam.
So I'm going to go.
You can't. I love your spirit. You could still get everything wrong for the rest of this game and still probably be.
There's a lot of thousands left.
This is kind of a tough.
Yeah, I mean,
the 1,000 is crazy usually in every category. I'll say that. Except for you got the 1,000. One of you. Called it.
I'm curious. This is a great question.
Yeah. How about for no points? I'll tell you what I was thinking. For no guess.
Go for it.
I have no idea. But the only other one I was thinking of was the Bacon Clan, which is Scipio, or Scipio Minor. But
good guess. I think there's a couple. There's a lot of separate.
Yeah, there's.
Geonosis.
What is it?
This is Raxus Secundus.
No way.
Raxus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Raxus Secundus. Woof. Okay, we've been.
This is making me feel like I should never do another episode of a Star Wars podcast in my life.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
No, I'm telling you, like.
Listen,
I went to.
We're all learning.
I went to a Star Wars trivia night with my wife and my friend, and it was like a brunch. I think actually it might have been a Star Wars brunch, and we were just having cocktails and having a great time. We were getting hammered. Those two don't know anything about it, and I won that trivia. I got one question wrong. So when I come here, I want good trivia. You know what I mean?
No, I love how hardcore this
is.
I'm really appreciating the deep pulls on this. Yeah.
All right, let's go BTS 200 behind the scenes.
Okay. This animal influenced the design of the droid Dio in The Rise of Skywalker.
I have no idea.
I'm like thinking.
I can guess, but
I mean, you can guess. You have 2,800 points.
I literally can guess. Yeah.
Just think about it visually. Think about
that's what I'm trying to figure out and how it moves.
Like there's one super precise answer and there's one sloppy.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, how specific does it have to
it can be very
be
specific if you want.
Like,
and this is factual. You like saw a making of one of these, and they're like, "Yeah, we were looking at this thing," and
from Pablo Hidalgo himself to you.
It's not getting any easier than this, Adam. This is 200 credits.
Yeah, so why would I bring it now then? Because, yeah, I don't know.
You want no points?
No points.
You want to go no
I'm thinking a bird of some kind.
I was gonna say my first thought was kiwi.
Kiwi.
Okay,
like
that's
because it's like a you know.
If once I tell this to you guys are gonna love this.
Well, we'll see.
It's a baby duckling that's sort of following around.
That's really cute.
All right,
that makes sense.
Yeah, there you go.
Duckling would have been the precise answer. Duck would have been sort of.
All right, I see it now. Never would have guessed it, but I see it now.
Learning from BB-8, adjusting to BB-8, following.
Yeah, he kind of what's it called? Imprints on BB-8.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's really cute. Yeah, I was thinking flightless bird, sort of thing.
Yeah,
it looks like a
something. Yeah, and the way the head kind of bobs too. That's what I was thinking.
And because I own a Chihuahua, I just see a Chihuahua there. So,
I mean, it definitely feels like, as much as it may not look like it, it definitely feels like a rescue dog.
Yeah, I mean, I have a Chihuahua that's
definitely
furious with me that I'm not hanging out with her right now.
I believe it's Ben's board 2800.
Yeah, why don't we?
Are you sure it's Ben's board?
Yeah.
Is it?
Why don't we pop back to technology? What do we got left in technology?
600, 800, 1,000.
Right up there. Let's go 600.
The name of Admiral Radiss's flagship featured in Rogue One.
Come on. See,
this is a good one.
Yeah, I know, because it's like it's there, and I can't access it.
Because I can think of two calamari ship names.
Yeah,
that were inspiring
right away. Right.
Yeah, and this one isn't it.
Right, because there's the rat, and then
This is the first one, so it might have some Mon Calamari reference to it.
I was going to say what's the technical name for this ship, but then I was just like, that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's a
Thank you for not doing that.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
The MC-75, whatever.
It's like a serial number. That's like great.
That's hilarious.
It's like it's so dead serious. Yeah,
it's not just like I would have just been like calamari flagship, something like that. Mon Calamari flagship.
Nope.
Oh gosh, and so this is all over Rogue One. I haven't seen this in a heartbeat.
Yep. Haven't seen this in years.
Sorry everyone at home that we're so bad at this, but hopefully you're thinking about it. There's someone screaming into the ether right now.
Right.
There's been a lot of screaming on this.
Yeah, there's someone
just
watched
from the
Rogue One and is like, how can you guys be so stupid? And they'd be right.
I know.
This might be in the Rogue One visual dictionary. I don't know if
they use it by name a couple times.
It's definitely.
Did they use it?
It's in something. Like I know when you say it, maybe a comic or something else. I don't know. Like I definitely have heard it before. I also feel like next week I'm just gonna be missing, and there's gonna be some other third dude that replaced me.
No, Adam.
Who's just like. I answered all those questions correctly.
This is a very different arena than our usual.
I mean, to be fair, I'm never the one that pulls a name during our podcast, so.
I wouldn't know these answers if you guys were doing this.
It's self-effacing is what I do, but I am really actively enjoying
really
this.
the process. It's the friends we make along the way.
I'm enjoying the conversation. It is. It's not the something else.
Ben's going home with some credits.
What? So tell us, what is this thing?
This is you guys both on. You guys want to just?
I couldn't even.
I mean, it's not the Radis and it's not Home One, so I don't know
exactly. Home Zero.
Yeah, it's the profundity.
Profundity. I did know that, and I don't know why I knew that, but I wasn't going to access
knew that. I know both.
I did not know the profundity. I'm sure I've heard it, but I did not retain that.
I'm trying to figure out where I heard that, but it definitely was in there somewhere, but was not going to access that.
All right. Let's go behind the scenes for 400.
During the side-by-side development of Star Wars Rebels and The Force Awakens, these two planets were nearly combined into one location to connect the animated series to the sequel trilogy.
These two planets.
So you need to come up with both planets.
You need to do both planets.
Huh. I can think of one planet that is in both.
By the way, Travis just buzzed in with the profundity, but I don't with the lag. I lag it. I don't know if it was before or after it was said, but I'm guessing it was before.
But you can't use the chat.
No,
you
should use the chat. I want it to come in. He's just
actually use the chat.
Yeah.
Chat should come in and
yeah,
start
definitely. If chat gets it, then we'll play the field. The field will be our third contestant.
You guys are both looking at the chat. Just
no, we can't answer it. That's the thing, Adam. If you see it, you gotta.
No, I won't look until after. But he just said he dropped in to answer a question I could answer. So it's like finally he had one. So now he knows how we feel.
Yeah.
All right. So side by side development of Star Wars Rebels, The Force Awakens. So I mean, I'm guessing. Oh, and I can't think of any names.
Wait, is this no points guess?
So,
or is this,
so these two planets,
Go for it.
One planet does exist in Rebels, and the other planet exists in the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, I didn't really know how to phrase this question.
So
I feel like during the side-by-side development of Star Wars Rebels and The Force Awakens, these two planets were nearly combined into one location to connect the animated series to the sequel trilogy. Yeah, these are two planets you have to name.
So like,
one is in Rebels, one is in The Force Awakens.
Theoretically, yeah. I
have an answer, but it's not right.
Yeah, I wonder if it's my answer.
If we can move to no points zone, that's fine. It's actually really cool once you know this fact.
All right, so my no points answer is Ilum and whatever the battle station's called in the sequels there.
Incorrect.
Okay.
So
because those are the same planets. Star Killer Base.
I was gonna guess it was.
I mean, I guess that's. There's a specific behind the scenes sort of concepting that was happening here. That's with all the creative.
Yeah, so there's going to be some more. Was it Lethal and Dakar? Whatever the name of the rebel planet that they were on?
Was it?
Okay.
No, that's an interesting guess.
Yeah.
That's actually like
was it
clean
Kajimi
guess. It's very obvious. It's like, where does a lot of the action take place in both things? You know what I mean?
I mean, in a desert.
So, in a desert, but I'm trying.
Adam's half.
What?
So it's Lethal.
Pisana
is the
yes.
Was it Lethal and just oh my god, why can't I think of
Ajax
where Rey is from?
Oh
my god,
Jakku.
Was it Lethal and Jakku?
Jakku, yes. Yeah, Lothal and Jakku are almost combined into one world, wherein throughout the timeline that eventually was where all these
I was
ships
overthinking it to try to think bio-matching, but it makes sense at that point.
Okay, you know what?
Oh, by the way, Travis.
Yeah, which would have been very cool in my opinion. That would have been neat if that was, and like there was all this work to almost do that. That it's very interesting. There's this sort of toxic clouds and on Lothal for a period. It's interesting.
I will say Travis also thought Lothal in the car. Or whatever it's called.
Okay.
He wrote that as well.
Dakar.
But I will say I'm not looking down at the chat until after the question's done. I've guessed.
Lothal and Jakku, I think, is so neat.
Yeah,
to
that would have
think
been interesting.
Huh.
That would have been really interesting.
Yeah, it's odd that they just went another desert planet that's not Tatooine. I mean, not that I wanted it to be Tatooine, but it's just odd that they went to another desert planet.
Right on. Why don't we go the? Oh wait, is it you, Adam? No.
No.
Okay. Galaxy 800.
Oh, we did this.
Sorry.
Right.
Galaxy 1000.
Tatooine, Geonosis, and Rhodia are located in this sector of the galaxy.
Sector.
Yeah. That's what threw me off. I
mean, it can't be. This is a 1,000-point credit question, so it can't be what I think it is.
It's not. No.
Oh, okay.
I think it's said in the films. I think it's now and again said.
Yeah.
In
comics, films.
I don't have it. I apologize, everyone. I feel like I should know this one too. This one's not.
No, it's a tough.
This isn't.
I feel like I can hear it being said.
This comes from the films. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't have it. What is it, Grant?
Okay. You want to do a no points zone?
It's not the outer rim, so we know that, right?
No.
That's
yeah,
a
no, that's a region.
Is it like the
sectors are like
on something on a?
It's the something sector.
I don't know.
It's the.
Once I say it, of course. Arcanus.
Oh, little nod to our boy.
Yeah.
Is it like Arrakis Arcanus? Like.
Arcanus.
Probably.
Yeah, I guess,
yes. Yes. 100%. After
it's actually
reading the fact that Jabba the Hutt basically shows up in later Dune.
Yeah.
Novels.
Oh, that's true. In the books.
Wait, this is Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
No one commented on this before.
Or Jabba the Hutt's based on.
That's what I mean. What I mean. Like it's just like no one has said like Jabba the Hutt's basically the worm emperor of Dune. Anyway.
Wow. Worm Emperor of Doom.
All right, we have a little bit of behind the scenes left. I think you have 1,000 in a couple categories.
Let's go BTS 600. I'm just sprinkling it in.
Sure.
This was the name for we did.
Oh, okay. 800.
Udapow.
Yeah. 800.
800. Okay. This book from 1974 inspired George Lucas to create the mystical energy field known as the Force. This should be 1,000.
Oh.
Honestly.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ben. You wrong.
Oh no, that was something else. That was Audrey's dog chains.
What were you gonna guess?
This should be 1,000. I'm sorry. This is too much.
You keep giving me hints, Grant, and in this case, I mean, I was gonna say Dune.
Okay. Okay, minus 800.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
you chimed in for that.
I did.
Right?
I'm just gonna stick to my guns.
You sure did.
Okay.
I got nothing. I knew it wasn't Dune.
2,000.
Because of the date. But what do we? What
74 sounded right to me.
Dune is like, what is Dune?
Let me
Dune
know.
Like 50 something.
Oh yeah.
Or,
right. Star Wars was 77,
16.
right? So yeah.
Yeah. Googling Dune. That's all. I'm not cheating.
67, 68.
Something like that.
What is it?
It was earlier than that for some reason. No, now when you Google Dune, all you get is the movie, of course, which is fine, but
yeah, 68,
65.
65. I wanted to say 65.
I thought it was even earlier. For some reason, I thought it was early 60s, late 50s. But that makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, because it was actually it was originally published in 63 to 64. Because it was serialized. It was like those early, it was published in Sci-Fi Mags serialized. So it was actually 63.
Okay. I'm going to just pause for a commercial break. This episode is brought to you by Azteca Azul. It's a low-end cost with a high-end taste. This thing, it tastes amazing. There are no additives in Azteca Azul. It comes in at your bottom shelf price, but it's 100% agave, and it's amazing. I got the Repo tonight, the Reposado, and it's fantastic.
Very nice. Makes me.
That's incredible.
Once again, makes me sad. We're recording over Skype because all I can do is imagine it.
Oh, it tastes good. It's very,
sounds delicious.
It tastes like a Casamigos, but allegedly it has no additives. I was told this by I did a taste test at my local, liquor store, which happens on the weekends from time to time. And this one blew me away. I was like, oh, okay.
Nice.
They had a high one too, a high-end one as well, called Murakami with all this extra stuff on the outside. That's also delicious. But $22, $22 for a bottle of premium tequila.
All right.
Let's go.
Nice. Yes.
What's better than premium tequila and Jeopardy?
Well, I cannot say that you sold any of our listeners, but I will probably pick me up a bottle of that.
I don't know.
So it worked on one person.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
I went to the liquor store today because we this weekend. Oh, because it's my wife's birthday. I'm like, why did we go hard this weekend with drinks?
Of course.
To the point where we were completely out of Manhattan making, so I had to go to the liquor store and buy literally every component of Manhattan. And the guy's like, what do you got planned for tonight? And I'm like, I'm taping a Star Wars podcast. I was just loose and whatever. He's like, yeah, you're gonna need that. I'm like, yep.
I'm taping a Star Wars podcast. A+.
Couldn't help myself. I usually keep it pretty close to the vest with that, but I'm
surprised they inquired with you in Revere. They're just like, I show up and I mean, stock my bar.
I mean,
so I'll buy $200 worth of liquor, like every once in a while, and just like it takes a while to get to the place with the cheapest booze, and so if I buy bulk, I'll go there, and they don't say. I think they probably think I'm a pro, so they're like it's better not to talk to him about it.
It's funny. I think it was just because literally the only things in my basket were like high rye, like the high rye redemption.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what you were
sweet
about.
vermouth, orange bitters, and cherries. Like literally every.
Oh my gosh, the cherries too.
And so, we literally ran out of everything at the same time. I mean, I may have made some.
Did you guys get the Luxardo?
Oh yeah, got it. Yes, nothing else.
Yeah, if you guys ever want a delicious cherry, spend $36 on a jar of Luxardo cherries, and it will change your life. It's amazing.
I will say it's worth it.
Yeah.
I usually find them at my place for around $20 to $25. I will say, but still a lot. And my wife is a firm believer of, for whatever reason, having an even number of garnishes is bad luck.
That's
so
true.
You have to have an odd number of garnishes.
That's fact.
Sure,
that's fact.
Yep, because that's how that works. But my favorite thing is, one is not enough. So of course that means 3. By the way,
wow.
I will say this every time, only for the first drink, and then like the first round, and after that it goes down to 1. And I will say, I am a good husband, so I never questioned it at the time. After I questioned it for a lot, and then I'm like, why am I arguing this? But I'm like, that's like $7 worth of cherries.
Dude,
no, like,
if you want 2 cherries, you just put 2 cherries in there. It's like cool.
Oh no, she'll know.
Oh, and they'll be hell to pay.
She'll count.
Okay.
No, she'll be fine. So she's mostly. But one of my favorite stories, real quick, about those Luxardo cherries is I hosted. I think you might have been there for that party.
Probably.
But I was hosting a party, and a friend's boyfriend at the time, Carly and I walk into the kitchen. We had our makings out, like all for drinks. Yep. And it's like finding a kid with his hand in the cookie jar. It's the close equivalent of an adult. Is I saw him reaching in his hand in a jar of Luxardo cherries. And it was just dropping in his mouth, and I'm sitting there.
Oh, he's eating like 10 of them.
I'm like, you just literally ate $10 worth of cherries.
That is amazing.
It was
what a monster,
one of the funniest things I've ever
seen. Also respect it.
Right? I'm kind of like, that's amazing. It was like a power move. Like I felt dominated in my own home.
Oh my gosh! I'm just like, I eat your
so
cherries.
Bad. And then he felt.
Was this a red number?
No,
5
the problem.
No,
not that stuff.
No, that's what you're paying for. Is not red number 5.
Yeah.
Oh, they taste amazing.
Seriously,
amazing.
And I will say, like, when you're done, like, use the syrup for other stuff because the syrup they're in is amazing. Yeah. Like, it's just
that's actually part of the flavor of the Manhattan is when you drop a syrupy Luxardo cherry in there, that cherry syrup gets in, and it's And I will say, I know it's another expense, but I've been having my Manhattans with both a splash of orange bitters and a splash of Angostura.
Yes,
like both at the same
introduced
time.
that, and you introduced that to me at your Halloween party, and I've only been doing that now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I would suggest it for people at
really
home.
Good.
And also, I like, I do love bourbon, but I like a rye with my Manhattans.
Carly is a rye girl. I like so I do the high rye redemption, which is like that, like a high rye bourbon. So it's kind of like that midpoint, which I like a lot.
Yeah. Old Overholt is a good cheap rye if you're making cocktails with it. You know.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a glutton for punishment, so I apparently hate money. So I buy Michter's, Michter.
Yeah.
It just tastes amazing, and you know,
I was at a bar, and one of the bartenders.
You love it.
Oh, you know where I was at? I was at Saloon in Somerville.
Okay.
Pre my ska show, last year when I went into the pit. The reason I went into the pit is because I made friends with the bartender there, and he was testing out like different Manhattans on me with different liquors, and also like, I ended up getting like a couple of those Manhattans like gratis. So he was a good guy.
Wait, can we go to the Cantina sometime soon?
Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like we should meet up at Silvertones downtown in Boston. It's a bar right out of Star Wars, like a dingy spaceport.
It's so good.
Comfort food, knowledgeable bartenders, and just like casual.
I just wouldn't mind some Manhattan tests.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Manhattan.
We could do that Yeah, would you just ask them and be like, "Let's go." Like, what do you got?
Yeah. I've gotten so, I think maybe knowing you, Ben, but I've gotten so much more comfortable like cozying up with bartenders and not in a schmoozy, like not in a way that's aggressive, right? Of just
in
like,
hey,
just
let's
having a conversation.
And
second you like, I don't know, look them in the eyes and ask them like questions that aren't like whatever. It's just like, dude, it always pays off. About, like they always
with anything. If you have an interaction with another person and you're like, I don't know this thing. Do you know this thing? That other person is dying to tell you their knowledge that they have. You know, like if someone asks you, it's like, I don't know anything about criminal law, blah, 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 this and this. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to give you a dissertation.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like, I have some value. Yeah. Now. Right. Like I'm able to.
I think that's a natural thing. I think that's universal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being someone who's flown around Europe and tried different absinthes in multiple countries, I've been searching for the actual truth. And like, I love just getting to that conversation at the bar. You know what I mean? Like, I like talking about where things are sourced, what's going on, if it's the real thing or it's a kind of knockoff.
I mean, my tried and true Manhattan recipe comes from a bartender in New Orleans who we just made friends with, and it's not the most complicated, right? It's not the most expensive. She just showed me she's like, this is the sweet vermouth you want, and since then it's just like I get to the point, and I don't mean this as like a brag or a humble brag, where I generally don't order Manhattans out because I so much enjoy the Manhattans and make it home that it's not going to match it, right? Like I'm just like, why am I paying so much?
Like no.
Yeah,
but the weird thing is there's nothing above that either. You know, everything's below it, and there's nothing above it, and it's like that's just what you use for a proper Manhattan.
It is.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, vermouth in general is nasty, but
so that's quite the game.
No.
It's all over. Going. I thought that for sure would work. That was my last stratagem.
This was Carlos Castaneda's Tales of Power in the account of Don.
Carlos Castaneda? No kidding. Wow. I'm familiar with that author.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
He was a real psychedelic.
1,000 behind the scenes. You got maybe 1,000 on the force. Maybe not actually.
All right, I've been going back and forth. So we'll do 1,000. So the last one in BTS is 1,000.
Yes.
Okay.
You want that?
Yes. Here we are.
The first name written down for the young heroine in George Lucas's outlines for episode 7.
Oh, for episode 7.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be Princess like Leia's original name or something.
No.
Oh. So it's the first, and it's her first name, right? It's just like one name, but you don't have to answer that.
Yeah.
It's not the name
written down. What if I said there were a few? And this is the first ever one.
That's fine. Because I remember looking at this, and I remember looking at this name.
It's a weird name. It's not the one you're thinking. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's not the name of what
not
Luke's, the original name for Luke's sister.
It's something a little weirder that maybe you heard one time.
Wow, you guys have just added so many layers
behind the scenes. It's 1,000.
Can I tell you the name of Luke's original twin sister in Star Wars instead and get 1,000 points?
Sure, yeah. I mean, you can get 500 for that. You need 500.
No, I'm not going to. But I will say it's Marie Skywalker. We won't count that.
Accurate. I'm bringing you up 500. We're playing fun Jeopardy.
Yeah, I'm not
playing Jeopardy. This one, I actually remember liking this name. That's why it's like in my memory. But
it's kind of a sick name. I was like, whoa, this is kind of cool.
It's a sick name. And they didn't, and I was like, Ray's good too.
And it's like they completely moved away from it, I guess.
It's so funny thinking of like the original. I was kind of like at first thrown that like in the sequel trilogy, our 3 main heroes are like one syllable names, like, you know, Rey, Finn, and Poe. And then I'm like, oh, you mean like Luke, Han, and Leia?
Leia's 2 syllables, but
which I'm like, oh, also really short names. So I'm like, oh, never mind. I'm like, that's not a valid.
Grant, you turned me onto that early when we first met. You were like, oh yeah, Ray's great, and like you knew like naming conventions, you need this sort of like hard like consonant like single syllable.
It's gotta hit people. It's gotta feel distinct.
It's so weird.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you think about naming your main hero in a sci-fi story, Rey, like seems like a bad idea, right? Like on paper,
I like Ray,
naming them like a ray gun Ray.
Yeah, it's a great
but it's so.
It's like
but my
ray
point
of
is,
light
it
in
so
the
works.
standard.
It exactly like it's so. It's one of those things where I'm like, I start to deconstruct. I'm like, that should be a really bad name, and it's perfect. It's amazing.
It's an
like
incredible
it's such
name.
a
That's
good
like the one thing you
name.
cannot argue
It
with.
really
That's an
is.
incredible name change.
No, the names, the naming convention of the sequels are really good. I mean, my dog's named after Finn, and like Poe's a good name. Like Poe's good. Like it's just a good naming. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Kylo
willing.
Ren's
I have
fine.
a name in
Darth.
my mind, but I'm not willing to risk 1,000.
We can go to no points. So.
Well, how about shoot at no points.
No
What
points,
any thoughts? What are you thinking?
It's gonna be like Kira, like Kira.
That's the common. Everyone knows that one.
Oh, that's the one everyone knows. Okay,
right.
That's the one everyone knows.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, Ben.
I'm moral victory. Moral victory for Ben.
Ben, I have negative 400.
No, you're
fine.
I gave you 500 for getting.
No, I don't need your pity 500.
Want me to bring you back?
I have negative 400. Negative 400. It's fine. I won't go to Final Jeopardy. I know there's no Final Jeopardy, but I wouldn't if there was. That's why it doesn't matter.
The live action series after this.
Oh, please! I need to come back.
Action same time.
So what? Yeah, what's the name? I'm so fascinated because I know I've read it before too.
Taryn.
Taryn.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Tayrn. That looks better than it sounds. That's the opposite of Ray. It looks better than it sounds because it almost sounds like you're saying they're an earther, they're an earthling. Because it almost sounds like Terran.
Terran or something.
Yeah. I like the way that looks. I don't know if I'd like that sounds through a movie.
Ray is better.
Yeah. But Terran looks good. Like, that's a good name for a
fiction-y.
novel.
I was just like, this is weird.
It's a good novel name.
We're
I could read that name for 500 pages.
Microbiological worlds. It's like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Let's go. Like Kevin Owens come back.
We've drifted into the like pitch black universe. Like,
oh god, forgot that was a thing. There's 3 of those movies.
Yeah, where it's like the second movie is like pitch black. They're like, whoa, remember Star Wars?
Yeah.
Anyways, I can't.
All right, we only have a few left. Force for 1,000.
What do we have? Force 1,000. What do you want?
You do Force
Technology
for 1,000. I know Force for 1,000's there. Oh, and we have 2 in technology. All right.
Yeah.
This advisory council was designed to promote understanding between the different Force religions on Jeddah during the time of the High Republic.
I know it's 1,000, so I'm like, it can't be that.
I mean,
right? I mean, it's from the.
I'm gonna. How many points do I have?
1,000.
All right. You have 2,000.
Okay, go for it.
Convocation of the Force?
Correct.
Yeah. God. See, that was my shot.
You would have gotten
a
little tie. Yeah, you would have. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have been able to tie. I would have been negative.
Sorry,
that's all I'm looking for.
I guess I should have let you do it.
No,
I got excited.
There's still 600, 800, 1,000 in technology, I believe.
Ben, there was a 30-second gap that I had every chance to plug in, and I'm like, Convocation of the Force. No, that's not right.
Oh, art history. Yeah, let's go back to there. What do we have left? I think.
I thought we killed the.
Try 600.
We did.
Oh yeah, I eliminated those early. I just ran through it first.
Yeah, I think we did that straight out.
No, I think BTS is dead too. I think
technology 600, 800,000.
All right. Technology 600.
Oh, we did that.
Oh, technology 800.
Did that. Okay. No, we didn't.
Ubrikian LOKD57 is the technical name for this iconic vehicle from Return of the Jedi.
Ooh.
I like that noise.
No, yeah. No, I'm like, I mean, because that does ring a bell. And I know
there's 2 answers for this. There's 2 answers.
2 answers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's think just real quick. How many vehicles are there in ROTJ?
So is this a single vehicle or like multiple vehicles of this
iconic
kind?
vehicle? I think that's good. Should keep it extremely broad.
Singular?
Yeah.
This iconic vehicle from ROTJ. It's not the B-Wing. Probably.
Oh, this is a great question.
Yeah, I mean,
people are guessing this.
See, I was thinking
tell me
of
the
it.
chat is blowing.
I'm like,
right
is it?
Yes.
I mean, it's not the B-wing. It could be the other one. It could be the. But I'm like, okay, so what else is in there? And there's no.
Kubrickian LOKD-57 is the technical name for this iconic vehicle from Return of the Jedi. Adam.
Is it A-wings?
Oh, is that a real points guess?
No. Yeah, it's a real points
I love
guess. So I'm gonna take my 1200.
1200 right now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
It better not be.
It's not the A-wing.
No, look, I want a chance to reply here. Just to think.
Yeah, you can have a chance. You can have some time for that.
I mean, the only thing it really
brick in LOKD-57. I think just looking at that is kind of, I don't know.
All right, yeah, and you're giving me that vibe, but I'm not picking up anything out of it. The one vehicle that I can think of, I'm not going to say.
There's two answers. The title of it and what it is, essentially.
Oh.
I mean,
can I
get a second guess, Adam.
Answer.
You can get.
You want to know points?
What's
that?
Get
a second guess, and then I'm gonna guess.
No. Ben just. But you go.
No,
you go first.
You said second guess first.
No, because I'm gonna dig myself deeper in the hole.
Well, and I'm planning on losing points on this, but speeder bike.
Okay.
No, that's the 74Z Aerotech thing or whatever.
My bad.
Is it Jabba sail barge?
Oh, that was. I was like, "There's no way it's a sail barge."
Jabba sail barge or the katana?
Give that to Adam.
Could at least
give that to Adam. He said
it. Negative 400. That's a wash.
You're back.
Back to negative 400.
Zero gains. But at least you eat.
That's so funny.
I got it right.
That was literally my next guess. I'm like, the only things it could be is the speeder bike or Jabba's sail barge.
Right, because it was vehicle that I was just like, oh, it's not a spaceship, and I was thinking, I'm like, it's not like the chicken walkers. Yeah. It's not like I was like literally going through all the ground vehicles.
Terrible.
And my mind was so focused.
A terrible guess.
I know, it really was. But I was so focused on the last third of the movie that I'm like, I didn't think about any vehicles pre-Endor.
Your hint.
Yeah,
I was like, this vehicle is.
I'm really frustrated at myself. That was my shot. To get back to.
I mean, technically, if you erase his wrong answer and replace it with his right answer,
well, that's what I did. He's back to where exactly.
That's what I did. That's why I'm back to negative 400.
Amazing.
Adam's board.
Adam's got it right. Let's go, Adam.
I guess so. I think all we got is technology 1000. I guess that's where we're at.
The last ship design from the Incom Corporation before the company's nationalization by the Empire.
Incom. Whoa, great question, man. I can't even remember what Incom did.
So they do a few ships in the rebellion. That's like a hint.
Yeah.
Is that can I buzz in? Because what the hell? Is it the Y-Wing?
Oh.
That's a no.
It's not the
Think about the time. Like, don't know, Adam. Just don't rush into this. Like, think about the time.
I don't care.
The films.
I mean, I don't care. I don't care that I lost 1,000 points. Well, so that's what I was thinking. Is I know they end up stealing the Y-wings, but I figured maybe that was in production before the Empire. So that was a guess. Like, it was legit. Like I had reasons behind that. It wasn't just a shot in the dark.
Like one of the latest ads to the rebellion, essentially. That's not in this. That's the best hint I can give.
Oh, last ship design from
for
the company's nationalization by the Empire. Oh, I mean, is it? No.
It's before the company was essentially just taken over, right?
But
yeah, that's what I was figuring.
So this is a ship that they made for the rebellion, and then they didn't make another ship because
they had to maybe do that stuff in covert.
But like, did that ship then show up for the Empire started using it, or no?
This ship is strictly a rebellion ship, like a ship you've only seen the rebels use.
Okay, so when it was nationalized, essentially, they didn't make any more ships for the Empire.
Or they were started to make ships for the Empire. Couldn't make ships for the
other
rebellion
ships
unless they did something.
I see. They switched allegiances, so they used to make. Okay,
they didn't actively switch. They're basically taken over, essentially. Yeah.
Oh man, I think I know what this is.
But like, think about the last ship ever sort of added to the rebellion before the sequel trilogy. That is all like that's like the best thing.
Yeah, that's a really good
like
way.
The last thing that was added before the sequel trilogy.
No, before the original trilogy.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you said sequel.
Correct.
You meant
before the original. Sorry. Oh, before the you're right.
The sequel to the prequels.
Trilogy.
Yeah, the original trilogy.
I'm sorry, the original trilogy. You're so.
Yeah.
It's the last ship before the original trilogy begins.
All right.
Okay.
That's correct. Sorry.
You answer first, Adam, if you want, but
No, I don't know. You go first. You should get first crack.
That's right. The way you.
Okay. All right.
Go for it.
V-wing. No.
That's incorrect.
Is it U-wing?
Adam, you just got 1,000 points.
Oh.
I just got back to
Nice.
negative 400. I love the pattern. I keep getting
Adam. Okay.
Really? So they made the U-wing, huh?
The U-wing was basically the last thing they made before the Empire just probably,
Grant,
rushed in the doors.
did you say I have 600 points? No, I have negative 400 still because I guessed wrong.
Oh,
I guessed right, so I zeroed out again.
Wait, when did you guess wrong?
I thought
Because I originally said it was the.
I feel like I was even framing.
That was your first guess. You said Y-wing, but like
no, because I guess
that was conversational. You didn't
your
buzz.
first guess was
fine. You have to buzz to make it official.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm giving you 600.
All right, fine. Whatever, fine. All right, I'll take the pity.
You're at 600.
I mean, I got it. I don't care about the points because I'm like, I got it right. I got the last two right.
As long as I get 100 points more than Adam, I'm happy.
All right, where are we at?
I bet
are we
it is
Galaxy 1000?
It's mathematically possible. What's that? Well, I guess if you guess wrong and I guess right, we could. So your strategy is not to guess again, but I don't think you're capable of doing it. What do we?
I think we have the Galaxy.
If you think you don't, what do we got left?
Ones in the Galaxy.
All right. So what do we got? 800, 1,000 for Galaxy,
sorry,
or do we have
1,000.
6? Let's see. There you go. Yeah, no, that's good. Let's do it. Okay.
Never mind.
Did we do them all? I think we might be done.
Did we do them all?
I think the Force.
Try the Force 1,000. No, we did.
Oh yeah, we didn't do 800.
Oh, there you go. Do 800. All right. So let's do 800. The Force.
Okay.
Yeah.
The chain worlds theorem or virgin scatter are other names for this mysterious yet inhabitable void.
The virgin scatter. Oh, dude, this is like.
Dude, I went deep.
This is Grant porn. Like you love this question so much. Look at all those words you got to type out.
I searched far and wide for some weird, obscure facts.
So this is 800. There's no way I'm betting now because I don't want to go back to 200.
Chain worlds theorem or the virgin scatter are other names for this mysterious yet inhabitable void. Oh, is this a High Republic question?
We might as well be in the High Republic right now, honestly.
Oh my god! I mean, I know I have answer. What? How many points do I have?
You have 2,000.
20.
And you have what? Like 1,000?
Yeah.
He has 600.
I have 600.
He got the U-wing. He nailed U-wing on first guess of ship.
This was I'm not. I'm just because this is the Force, and what I'm thinking about.
This is something very simple that we talk about all the time in the podcast, but I just tried to frame it in a perplexing way.
Still, I have an answer for this, but it doesn't really have anything to the Force to do with the Force. So,
okay.
I mean, what's it? I mean,
yeah, I have a couple guesses, but I'm not gonna
Okay.
risk points on it.
You want no points on it?
No points. Yeah, I would answer if I had like a plausible guess. I would guess, but I really, it's not a plausible
Go for
guess. My no points answer would be no space, but that's not right.
Okay. No.
Because it has nothing to do with the Force.
No. Is it the?
We talk about this.
So I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. Is it the? It's not extragalactic space, but whatever the space is outside of the galaxy.
I'll take that.
What's
honestly,
it called?
If that's a written answer, the world between worlds.
Like
it's the most flexing way to say the world.
What's
between
that?
Worlds.
What's it called? Oh no, that was not my guess. But the world between worlds. Okay, I wouldn't take it. No, that's not what I was thinking at all.
Space
world
between
worlds.
galaxies.
All right. Yeah, like I was thinking, like where the Yuuzhan Vong and the Chiss come
no
from.
Space makes so much sense, and that was too easy for 800.
No, but I like the world between
Where
worlds.
did you get these terms from?
This is from the visual dictionaries. If you look at the Jedi texts and
no way! Oh my gosh, the visual dictionaries.
Just saying, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I love that. That might be it. Unless let's see. Maybe we should just click through and see if we. Yeah, we got that.
It'll be a lot of the thousands. Yep. There's probably one of the thousands that we haven't gotten.
Yep.
Oh, that was one.
Oh wait, that one. That's the one we haven't seen. What was that?
Really?
Yep.
No. Wait, yeah.
Oh,
no.
Oh, sorry.
Try try factions.
No.
There was something. You're clicking too fast.
I think we know.
Wait. Yeah. No.
I think you told me with 100% accuracy. I think we did it all, guys.
I think we did it all.
There was one. There was like this female. No. All right. Yeah. Sure. I think you're right. I think I just.
So we'll work out the kinks for the second one,
fine.
but there weren't many kinks. Man. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, not at all. No, this was good.
That it even worked out better than I thought. It spurred a lot of fun conversations about random
discussion and conversation. What? I ended in the positive, so I'm happy about that.
There you go. Here we go.
Wait, go back. There's one.
Factions for 400.
Okay.
A notorious gang who are later revealed to be an early rebel group.
Adam beat me.
Is it the Cloud Riders?
Nice.
1,000, 2,000. What scores?
All right. Take it.
That was great.
So much better than it is. That sounds so much closer than it actually was.
Not really, man. These questions are hard.
Yeah. Great job, guys.
Nice. That was super fun.
Well done,
Thank you, Grant, for putting that together.
Well done, man.
I also am 100% going to steal this for class. I didn't realize you could set this up like that. That's amazing. We're definitely going to be doing Jeopardy in my college classes now.
Yeah, it's good. And there's Double Jeopardy and there's Final Jeopardy, but I just didn't have time to nail it all down.
Nice.
But next time we will have a fully operational Death Star.
Oh my gosh! Somehow when you pop back, your screen got huge. So everywhere. Are you watching this?
I can see your shoulder. That's amazing. You're a little.
Yeah, you ate the thing, but
2,000, 1,000. That wasn't bad, guys. That was like we went up and down and up and down and up. That was awesome.
Yeah,
that's fun. I like that a lot.
I like that. Yeah. I like the point system.
I learned things. I want a challenge. I don't want to just know all the Star Wars stuff.
Same.
I know, because I could have done Biggs Darklighter's the answer for a couple of questions.
No, it would have felt cheap. It also would have been chaotic.
And then Minox or something. I could have done a couple of things.
I will say, from being a Jeopardy watcher, my goal kind of towards the end was, if we were to do Final Jeopardy, did I make it
right?
Did I make it a game that would have come down to Final Jeopardy? In which case I did, because I still could have tied you if I got it right and you got it wrong.
The Double Jeopardy's really nice too.
So it's not a.
There's just bigger ways to come back. I think in Jeopardy, traditional Jeopardy, that I feel like we could have. Mm-hmm. We will.
I mean, to have the Double Jeopardy questions hidden in. But that's a lot. I was
gonna give you guys a Double Jeopardy question for you two, even though that doesn't make any sense. But what's the name of Luthen Rail's ship?
Fondor Hullcraft.
Yes, sir, it is.
See, this is the thing. This is why Grant needs to create the game and never play in the game. I will not play against Grant. And Ben, you did amazing, but Grant would just blow us out of the water.
No, I don't know ships and blasters as well as Ben.
You just pulled out Luthen Rail's ship name.
Exactly.
Shut up.
By the way, that was exactly the name.
That's amazing. I love it.
Well, he has customized Fondor Hullcraft.
Yeah, allegedly, everyone's like, "That's not."
I don't want to actually,
but yeah, I can't wait to. I think Luthen's on the run now. He can't go be a guy that sells art anymore. He's got to vanish because they've marked his Hullcraft. So it's he can't park that. He used to park that out back of his shop on Coruscant, and he can't.
Yeah, it must be connected
so it's
to him.
He can't do that anymore. If he runs a Hullcraft, every Hullcraft going into Coruscant's getting searched now. So
that's kind of like I kind of had the feeling from like the end of that he's now like full in on the rebellion. Like that's his only option is to be like
at this point.
I bet those Imperials when they report it, they're probably I don't know. Do you think they're genuine about the reporting of like they just got schooled by a tiny hull craft, tiny little light freighter?
I'm assuming the worst.
Good point.
But like I think what you're saying is more galaxy accurate. Like everyone's afraid to report losses. That's the biggest problem.
We just got absolutely demolished by this tiny ship.
But it's
like
and that's the great part of Gilroy's writing. It's just like maybe they will, maybe they won't. Like it's plausible either way. If they were like,
it's just like they just lost. They took a massive.
I think it would be more interesting if they did.
They should, and Fondor Hullcraft should get searched, and like I think he knows he has to pull his computer out of that ship and put it in a new
I just think he's going to go to ground.
I
think he's just never going to go back to Coruscant again. Like he can't. He now he needs to go to ground. He needs to hide out.
Well, can't his ship generate like phony change?
Yeah, but I still feel like every Fondor Hullcraft gets searched. Like regardless.
That's true. Like physical searches, there's nothing you can do against.
Regardless of chain code, like I think they get searched.
So like anywhere you dock, there's like any Imperial garrison that's there is like we have to basically
especially Coruscant. I mean, he says he does have full stealth mode. He says that once. Mm-hmm. And so
whatever that means.
Land in spaceports either. He will land on just like in the wilds. Like I was going to put in the where was Saw Gerrera stationed before the caves of Jeddah?
It's and I just looked at it. I just saw this.
I know. You just watched Andor.
Right.
It's like that's a crazy
It wasn't. It's something minor. No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's Sagromilo.
Sagromilo. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's obviously.
I forgot he was in Andor.
What is the? Not Catalyst, but maybe the other. What's the other?
Rebel Rising.
It's so good. Rebel Rising. If you've read Rebel
is that
Rising,
on Sagra?
which is such a good book. Honestly, if we rank books, Rebel Rising.
Oh man, that's up there. Both the Rogue One tie-in
we should do
books
top
are
10
so
books, or at least top 5 and go round robin or something.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that. We don't do that enough, really. It's discuss the novels, which are so.
Again, so we're going to do a little ranking next week. It'd be actually kind of fun if we did 2 rankings. We could do books and live action, but maybe that's too much time.
Sure.
Well, we'll have.
We also want to also pull apart the Force. Everything about the Force. Remember we talked about doing that?
I think the last 10 minutes of the podcast, Ben was like, "Guys, I just want to talk about the Force."
I was literally in the shower today, and I'm like, let me think about the Force and what came up.
And I mean, Star Wars you guys are phrasing it like it's a real high-minded thing. It's me, so it's not. I really wanted to list. I wanted to list all of the different Force powers that have been used, like the way that the Force has been used.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was thinking about that and trying to think about. I will just do this as it's a lot, and it was kind of a teaser for next week, but I was sitting here going when one of my favorite things is thinking about when Force powers were introduced in the 90s.
When they were used.
And then and then think about that from an out of galaxy creative standpoint of the expansion of the Force and what was their thought of what the Force was in A New Hope and after. And I'm like, well,
Jedi
there's no telepathy
heavily used in the beginning.
It was right? That's the first one we see, I think.
So it's not mine.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is. And then it's just but then I'm like, so literally I had 2 debates in my head. We can save this for next week. Is there telekinesis in episode 4?
Move things with your hand?
Yes.
Or your mind, rather?
Maybe.
Wait,
and Grant and I.
You're talking about moving the proton torpedo into the
There's
shaft.
not in A New Hope.
No, he moves the proton torpedo into the shaft.
So that's it. So that's the debate. Is that? So that's a debate, right? Does that happen?
I call that Force sharpshooting.
Yeah,
it happens earlier.
What about
Vader's trajectory?
I'm thinking he's angled the ship. Everything is just so aligned.
That one's so open to interpretation of it could just be that he just knew the Force gave him the ultimate perception of knowing when the exact moment was to pull the trigger. But the other question I have, and I don't want you to answer this yet, I want you to stew on this. till next week.
Wait, why does the proton torpedo take like a 90-degree bend?
Because gravity.
Because the
tracking, like seeking.
Because of gravity, I know, but that's the only way it could have gotten anyway. So that had to have been a plan.
All right, that's all.
It's Vader's force choke because we see it.
Oh, that's telekinesis. 4. Yes, that is telekinesis.
Is it telekinesis?
Yes. It's like someone actually gripping your throat.
Or no, listen to the question before you answer, as I would say to my students. Or is it just another form of a Jedi mind trick? Is it another form of suggestion?
I think
I have a total belief system about the light and the dark, and the dark is like actually does hurt, and there's pain, and it's terrifying.
I think there's documentation about their windpipe closing. Like there's documentation of that.
What do you mean? What documentation?
They've been like.
Yeah, his throat.
They're like my throat closed. I couldn't breathe. No. I mean, I guess you could say that's perception, but
he's doing something with his jaw. Where Modi is doing something with his jaw, where it looks like his throat is like oscillating in a way that looks like.
But think about
choking him. It was so well acted that it makes me think it's.
And you can see their necks move.
Or if it was like mental, it would.
I strongly disagree.
It would be a little bit more like.
Because I'm thinking from. Say, I told you not to answer, and now we're getting into it. So. So here's my thing, you're all thinking about it from other things exist other than 1977's Star Wars. And so wipe your brain of all other things Star Wars. And the only document that exists is that movie. That's it, right? I agree now. If we were to think about it with all the other force powers that have been introduced, but everything that happens in the 1977 Star Wars.
I love that it's mental, like purely telepathic.
Mental. But it's fully mental. And
we do see telekinesis in Empire Strikes Back.
In Empire, you see rocks.
Sure. So here's another question: was Empire Strikes Back released or written or created in 1977?
No, I get it.
No,
so you're talking about the initial use of
right. So it does. So again,
I love it because it's such a crazy scene. It's the best scene.
mental exercise. We go back in time. It is now 1977. Yes.
I see what you're saying.
I agree that telekinesis was added to it, and I accept it. I 100% accept it. From 2020.
So would you like the cerebral steering of it all?
No, I love the additions. Okay. But my point is I think the way it was written, my interpretation of how Lucas wrote it originally, and boy, do I wish he was a reliable narrator on the creative process.
JJ tried to do that though. He was like, "Let's mind probe."
He did, right? We get Kylo doing the mind probe. We're getting into way too much. We're supposed to do this next week. But I think I do think that part of what was suggested or thought about was that he was focused in Eastern mysticism, as good or bad as that is, and about yogis who had the ability to convince people of through hypnotism and other ways that physical things were happening to them that weren't happening to them. So that's my thought process of why probably when he was writing it, his thought process was his fear and ability to just do this is enough to convince people that they're choking, that their throat is closing up. That's my theory. It's like that idea of mind over matter. That's my interpretation. And then it all goes out the window. And then once you introduce Empire Strikes Back, it's retconned, to use that term before it was a turn, that he was using telekinesis because he's also throwing stuff around at the end of the movie.
Sort of feels like it's ever expanding and stretches out in all these different ways that you didn't think it could, and then you're just like, wow, this is beyond.
You never know what to expect, and
the arcane systems and magic systems, and a lot of these.
They're unlocking secrets and other stuff. No, I love that.
It's unlocking.
It's not a critique. I'm just walking you through. What happened?
I do like the cerebral direction too, and I think JJ liked that because watching The Force Awakens, you're like, wow, this is a lot of Kylo Ren just trying to peer into people's heads. I was like, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a choice. They wanted to come up with new stuff to make it feel fresh, and they went that way. I love that, Adam. That's great. I think for the purposes of next week, it'll be knowing everything we know today.
Yes. No, agreed.
But
don't worry.
I love that.
Don't worry.
I love that insight. I think you're totally right. And I
yeah.
think as a child, when I was all I knew was that movie, that's what I thought was happening as well.
Yeah, but anyway, I may not know trivia, but I can for 15 minutes straight think about this. And then I was at a meeting today where I literally blew everyone's mind when we're talking about AI. It was a thing where everyone went, I don't know what I believe anymore. so I did that to a meeting today. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that because I'm like already I like old man yells at Sky about AI. I just like
welcome to try being try grading
when they dumb it down enough for me, I'll use it. AI. And then I'm so sick of what a corporate buzzword it is and how Spotify's using it for like the dumbest reason right now. And
guys, don't even look at me right now. I am AI generated. Gosh. This is just
AI
video.
Grant did a really good job.
I actually knew all your responses before we.
I know. That's what Grant's going to come back and be like, by the way, the entire thing was created by ChatGPT.
Well, I just had to listen to all our podcasts and
oh my gosh.
Watch the video.
Oh, I mean, that would be an experiment, and then we should listen to it and not play it for anybody. Yeah, that would be our one Patreon. You can pay to listen to the AI like sound.
Yeah, actually, doesn't AI bot run? Actually, I don't know.
It'd be better than us. Anyhoozle, we did it.
We'll rank it all next week.
Yeah, and we're gonna get prepped for Acolyte next week. I think it's the week before the debut, which I can't believe. I can't believe it's upon us.
Wait, we can't just bang out our shows right now quickly?
Can we what?
If we just we can't just rank our shows right now?
We don't have to, man. We can save it for next week.
All right, we'll save it. Because I think we should rank the shows before the Acolyte.
Right, but we're not seeing Acolyte next week. We're seeing it in 2 weeks. So next week will be the week before.
We still have another episode before.
Golden. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll do that then. It'll be kind of like an Acolyte warm-up special, but like no one knows anything. Maybe we'll take a look. I don't know. There's been a lot of trailers with some spoilery stuff in them, and I have been avoiding them. So I don't know. We'll discuss off air how much we're going to dip into that. Maybe none, and you'll just hear what we have to say, and maybe we'll be idiots, and maybe we'll know something. Who knows?
Do you want to hear? I just had Chat GPT create an introduction to the Cantina Chronicles podcast. Do you want me to read it out to you?
Might as well, because actually the name Cantina Chronicles was made by ChatGPT.
ChatGPT made us.
Welcome to the Cantina Chronicles, where every episode transports you to the vibrant and eclectic universe of science fiction and fantasy. Wrong. Join us as we delve deep into cosmic expanse, exploring the lore, characters, and untold tales from your favorite galaxies far, far away. Whether you're a seasoned space traveler or just dipping your toes into the intergalactic waters, our podcast is your guide through the rich tapestry of interstellar adventures. From the bustling cantinas of Mos Eisley to the majestic halls of Rivendell. Maybe we should change what our podcast is.
We do talk about Lord of the
Rings.
We
uncover the hidden gems and timeless classics to define these fantastical realms.
Trying to market us to a broader
audience. They're like, you need to get wider.
I think it's
is that the secret prompt that's behind all of it?
Let's see. Join our hosts as they unravel the mysteries of the Force, dissect the intricate politics of warring factions, and embark on epic quests alongside legendary heroes and anti-heroes alike. With each episode, we invite you to imagine to ignite our imagination and embark on a journey beyond the stars. Okay, final sentence. So grab your blasters, raise your goblets of mead, and prepare to embark on Cantina Chronicles.
It knows us.
Hyperspace jump, guys.
So many people in Hollywood are losing their jobs right now because, like, we could change 6 words in that, and it would be perfect.
Terrifying.
It's really close. Oh man, that is upsetting. How good that is. I don't like the world.
That's why I didn't want to hear it.
Can you write the show for today's episode?
Wow.
I mean, that's the thing is, remember, it does a good job at like general things. Like that's like that's just writing copy, right? Like
just writing copy.
Writing,
you know how many people make a living writing copy that are like that can't do that?
You know what's bad copy versus what
my point is not that it's an okay thing, but it's not. It can't write an entire episode of Cantina Chronicles. Like it can't get into the granular.
No, you got to listen to this. And let me say, premier Star Wars podcast to really get.
Wait, if it listens to every single time.
Oh man, amazing, man! I love this podcast. This is the best. This is the most fun ever. I love talking about Star Wars and getting deep down into it. You guys good? You ready for next week? We'll get ready for Acolyte.
Thank you for listening to us. This was fun.
Indeed, yeah. Thanks a lot, Sagrona, everybody. We will talk to you next week on Cantina Chronicles.